Today, I'm going to give you all a full glimpse into what I eat in a day here in Malaysia. Now, Americans are known for our fast food and being unhealthy, being obese, right? Malaysia as well is a little bit on the high side on the obesity rates. So I do things a little bit differently. I eat a carnivore diet. Sometimes I eat a ketogenic diet. So carnivore diet, all meat, all animal products. So beef tallow, cooking everything in beef tallow, and eating mostly beef and lamb, sometimes chicken, occasionally fish. If you do keto, that means you're adding in vegetables. And some people even add in dairy products, milk, yogurt, cheese. Not me. I don't do well with those. And yeah, my body doesn't agree with those things. So I stick to the meat and occasionally I will throw in broccoli, green veggies, things like this. But that means cooking all of my meals. That means doing all my own grocery shopping. And yeah, no fast food and little to no local food, unfortunately. But hey, it keeps me healthy, keeps me fit. I'm very focused on my health, my physical health, my mental health, staying sharp, staying focused, sleeping well. And so this helps me. This keeps me on the right track. So I want to show you today exactly how I eat, how I prepare my food here, and just give you a little glimpse into my life, a little behind the scenes. Since food is one of the biggest things in Malaysia, it's, the food culture here, it's strong. And, unfortunately, I can't show you guys much food stuff, food content. There's plenty of food channels out there. And so I've decided early on to do something different and make my channel something different because I can't eat local food. So today, you will get a food video. You're gonna see exactly what I eat in Malaysia. First thing, since I never actually showed you folks how I live, my apartment setup, I'm gonna show you my condo here. Got the full kitchen. This is the step one. This is the necessity for cooking, right? You need a proper kitchen, so it's essential. Got a one bedroom here. One bedroom, it's modest, not fancy at all actually. But it's everything I need. I'm one person here, and yeah, I could do a studio. I could honestly live in a studio if I wanted to, if I needed to. But one bedroom is a little nicer to have some space and not feel so cramped. And the price is not bad. I pay 700 ringgit per week for this place. I mean, can't really complain. That's 2,800 ringgit per month. It's not cheap, but it's not bad, and it gives me freedom to leave when I want to, and I can travel for 1 week. I can travel for more than 1 week, and I don't have to pay any rent on those days, and I can safely store my stuff as well in this building. I had problems in the past in another building with storing my stuff, but I have a good setup now, so happy with this. Let me point something out because it's sitting right here. I just recently got myself a proper stainless steel pan because they always provide non-stick pans, which are the devil, which are not good. Don't use non-stick pans. They're toxic. You see the non-stick surface erode away. It's after what, 1 year of using it, it's completely gone. And so where do you think that those chemicals go? They go into your food and into your body, and it's extremely toxic. So use a stainless steel pan or a cast iron skillet. That's the only thing you should be cooking with ever. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving some tips and my own thoughts about different foods and why I eat certain things and things that I stand by in this video, because there's not a lot of education around food and nutrition and health in Malaysia and even in the world at this point. It's getting a little bit more spread, and especially with the internet and social media and just new people coming out there and I guess you could say becoming influencers in the space of health You know, that's not what this channel is, but that's what today's video is. You're gonna see me cooking, you're gonna see exactly what I eat as well, but I will be giving some, you know, information and my honest thoughts on what I think. You know, I lost 70 kg, 70 kilos as well. So I used to be a real big boy, and now you can see, building muscle. I'm a fit guy. Somewhat, and that's because of the way that I eat and the way that I live my life. So, you know, I don't think I'm better than anybody, and you know, I'm not coming from a standpoint of somebody who's been fit and healthy their whole life. You know, so you can blame it on genetics, blame it on whatever you want, but you know, you are in control, and you can quite, not easily, but you can make the changes to become healthy and become fit if you want to. So that's that, folks. Now, first things first, we're starting our day quite late, but we're gonna pull out some boneless lamb leg right here, and got my fresh box of shots here. So like I said, I was 70 kilograms heavier. I was around 150 kg, extremely unhealthy. You know, mentally, physically, I was not well for many years. Had a lot of mental health issues. I had a lot of depression issues. I had a lot of issues with confidence. I had no focus. I couldn't sleep. And it was mostly because of my diet, my weight, my lifestyle choices. So a part of my journey is giving my body what it needs to feel good, to feel focused, to sleep well. And that starts with, one, plenty of water, of course. Try to drink 4 to 5 liters of water a day. Supplementation, I take one of these in the morning. It's a 600 milligram NAC pill, N-acetylcysteine, incredible antioxidant, good for your gut, good for your lungs. It's extremely beneficial for pretty much anyone. So I recommend NAC every day. Should always try and drink a good 500 milliliters of water, up to a liter of water in the morning. It's a good way to start. Hydrate yourself. You'll immediately feel a kick of energy from that point. Next, I do one of these mental focus shots every single day. So these shots help me stay focused. They help me stay energized without a crash, you know, without going up and coming down. It's a kind of a sustained level of focus. Even my sleep is improved. It's called Magic Mind. They're actually the sponsor of today's video, so thank you very much. Fantastic sponsor. They also have a sleep shot at night. So this is intended for the daytime. You know, take it in the morning, have a sustained focus throughout the day. You can have it with your coffee. It goes really well with coffee and will help prevent that crash as well. And then at night, you take the sleep shot and you improve your sleep. You know, it's all about mental wealth. Think of it like a savings account for your body, for your brain, that keeps you resilient. You know, when your body needs something, it needs fuel, it needs energy, it has something to tap into. If you've noticed recently, my channel is blowing up. I definitely attribute some of that to the productivity and the focus that I have from using these shots. You can get the Magic Mind bundle, which has the focus shot for the morning and the sleep shot. You can get it 45% off if you use my promo link at magicmind.com/BenjaminJan. That's gonna get you 45% off of the bundle, which is huge. I really stand by these shots. I think they're amazing. They have 100% money back guarantee. So if you somehow find that they're not for you, no risk, you know, you can get your money back, but I really think you're gonna enjoy them. Let's continue with showing you what I eat. So I'm gonna have some boneless lamb leg. I kind of mix it up. Sometimes I'll have beef, you know, I do a lot of patties, a lot of ground beef patties because the price is good, more affordable. But sometimes you can get a good price like these. It's about 110 ringgit for 1 kilo. It's not bad. I won't, that's the max that I'll spend for a kilo of meat. You know, you'll find a lot of grass-fed steak and stuff like this for 150 to 200. I'm not gonna pay that, you know. 110 ringgit, that's around, you know, maybe $22, something like that per kilo. And I eat about 1 kilo of meat per day. at least, if not more. Sometimes I'll do eggs as well. Eggs is a good way to supplement when doing ketogenic diet, carnivore diet, and yeah, spend a little less money. You know, eggs are a lot more affordable. I make sure I buy these, you know, let's call them fancy eggs. They are cage-free, premium eggs, free range. Let's see, they're organic, yeah. No antibiotics, residue, nothing like that. Yeah, really delicious eggs. You know, I think it's around 15 ringgit for a carton. Okay, it's double the price of some of the cheaper eggs, but again, you're investing in your health. So what's that? Around $3, a little more than $3 for a carton of 10. I think they do 10 in a carton here. Back in America, we do 12. We do everything in a dozen. Yeah, I mean, come on, that's cheap enough. Go for the free range eggs. You know, otherwise they have these mass farmed chickens who are just eating some crappy feed. You know, they're stuffed into cages. They're not happy chickens, which leads to stressed chickens, which leads to unhealthy eggs. It's just how it works. And so if you have happy chickens who are grazing for food, eating worms, eating whatever they're eating in the wild, whatever they're meant to eat. You know, we're not supposed to feed things grains and corn and soy. They're not designed to eat that. So when you feed animals these foods, they just become unhealthy. The nutrient profile is less than ideal. So now a very important step when preparing your meat here is you want to get it completely dry. You want to take off all this moisture, and you want to do that using some paper towels, some napkins. Make sure they are food safe. I buy these Scott Calorie Absorb towels because they are food safe. You know, you want to make sure there's no chlorine, no bleach inside of the towels, which pretty much any common paper towel is going to have, any tissue is going to have. So make sure you buy some specific food grade towels for this. And you're getting all the moisture out because you want it to get crispy. You want to, you know, the more moisture inside, the less that outside of the meat is going to get crispy, the less that fat is going to get crispy, and it's just not going to cook as well. You want to get all of the moisture out as best you can. That's why I leave it out for 10, 15 minutes first as well. It helps to get some of that moisture out. Put some salt. So we actually just got a massive delivery here. Grass-fed beef patties. Literally got probably about 25 to 30 of these beef patties. These are only 7 ringgit each from Lamborghini Familia. So this is a place in Ampang, not too far from where I live. Lamborghini Familia. Mentioned it in a previous video. It's like some of the best meat you can get. And the price is also very affordable, which you don't often find in Malaysia with grass-fed meat. So yeah, we're just going to throw these in the fridge. I like to thaw them out in the fridge. You know, if you do need to cook them quickly, you just thaw them out in some cold water quite easily and quite fast. But let's throw these in the fridge and start cooking our lamb. Very lucky to have a gas stove. I mean, electric is fine, but just get some better flavor, I would say, with the gas. So normally I would like to cook with some very high heat, but I will say the splatter can be a problem, the smoke and the splattering. So in order to minimize that, I'm using a little bit less heat. I would say with the stainless steel pan, this is like a proper Japanese stainless steel pan. I recommend going to the Isetan store if you are in Malaysia. That's where you can get a good one. It holds heat really well, so you can still cook with a lower heat and still end up with a pretty hot pan, but you don't need the flame to be so crazy. Yeah, I like cooking with as high heat as I can, but if I use beef tallow in the pan with extremely high heat, I mean, it's gonna splatter everywhere. It already does, even with just a little heat. So let's get a good amount. They also sell this beef tallow at Lamborghini Familia, the place that I just got those beef patties from. Yeah, it's just the most nutritious thing you can cook with. Put a little bit more in there. You know, you would think like, oh, you're frying? That's unhealthy, that's not healthy. Well, actually it is. Just depends on what type of oil you're using. You know, if you do fine with dairy, you know, butter is also a good option. Butter is not bad. Yes, it's calorie dense, but it doesn't mean anything. So, very nutritious. For this meal, we're just gonna do the lamb. I'm not gonna do any vegetables, anything like that. 90% of the time, I just do meat, pure meat. So, sounds crazy until you try it and until you see how good you feel after 1 week, after 2 weeks of eating a carnivore diet. You will think, oh wow, this is like I never felt this good before. You can stay fit, you can get fit, and still eat a lot of food. And the food is still delicious. You just can't eat the rice, you just can't eat the noodles. It sucks, but you get used to it, and yeah, again, health is everything for me. So another great thing about eating this way is that the food is very easy to prepare. You're just using salt, and it's very fast. You know, this is a 10-minute meal. Every meal is a 10-minute meal. No crazy preparation, nothing like that. You're just searing everything in a pan, steaks, burgers, eggs, you know, extremely quick, everything. So for me, that's a huge plus. It's very convenient as well. So we're gonna let these cook for a couple minutes on each side. You know, I like to get it a little bit crispy. At some point, you just kind of know when it's done. I mean, I've been cooking for so long, I cook so much meat that I just kind of know based on how it looks, how the outside looks. I know that it's done inside, but not overdone. So you'll get used to it and you'll learn. I guess you could use a meat thermometer if you really want to, but it's not really my style. Here we have our beautiful finished lamb leg. Oh, I can't wait to eat this, folks. Oh, can't wait. So I actually got this from a shop called BIG, which stands for Ben's Independent Grocer. It's also in Ampang, not that far from me. You can also get this brand of boneless lamb leg at Mercado, cold storage, famous, not famous, but popular grocery store. But I don't like their hygiene practices there. I bought a lot of rotten meat there. It can happen at any store here, but you can see here's what it looks like on the inside. Just slightly pink. You know, I don't cook it too rare. I also don't cook it too well done, somewhere in the middle. Oh, just juicy, flavorful. Wow. That's unbelievable. You know, I never get tired of eating steaks or lamb. I could literally eat it every single meal and look forward to eating it the next time. The best part is that you're not eating carbs, so your body's signaling for hunger is much more on point. You know, if you eat carbs, you eat sugar, your body's signaling is much more fueled by cravings and yeah, just by flavor and cravings and wanting sugar, wanting carbs. So you may not actually be hungry, you may not actually need food at all. And your body is telling you, your brain is telling you, oh, you want to eat. You really would love to eat. But if you're eating a carnivore diet, that it doesn't really happen like that. You're much more eating when you need to. You can eat as much as you want until you're comfortably full, but you know, you're not overeating. It feels like I'm eating a lot. It feels like I eat a lot, and yet I can continuously lean out and get more fit. And so you can't really beat it. We got a giant piece here. Let's see, just a little bit of pink inside. You know, I'll see if I can pick that up on the camera. I don't really know. Hopefully. Amazing. Okay, time to enjoy this. Okay, next up we got 4 burgers right here, beef burgers. You can see I cut them in half because my pan could fit 1 and 2 halves. But yeah, I was thinking, do I buy the big pan or the smaller one that I got? And the big one was expensive. It was like 450 ringgit, and this one was like 250. And I thought, I'm gonna have this pan for a while. Should I just get the big one so I can actually fit more food? And I ended up cheaping out, and I got the small one. It's still fantastic, but very quickly I regret it, and I wish that I would have just got the big one. I always have a small pan, and I have to cook 2 to 3 batches. And I realized, you know, time is money. I should have just spent the extra 200 ringgit on something I'm gonna have for years. Lesson learned, folks. I think at least. Let's try this. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Those burgers are so good. Mmm. 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 Wow. Wow. Just watching my favorite show here. Just kidding. The reason that it's black is because I usually eat at my computer and watch YouTube, but because I'm filming, I decided sit here and get a shot here, you know? But yeah, I have not used that TV since I moved in here about a month and a half ago. Oh, okay, folks. It is now 5 in the morning, which means it's time for me to go to bed. Hope you enjoyed my what I eat in a day video. And yes, I know my sleep schedule is not ideal, but hopefully I can sort that out eventually and start getting up in the morning. It's just a difficult thing to fix. Just finished editing a video, sending it to the sponsor, so all in a day's work. But thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, press that like button, drop a comment below. I want to know, what do you eat in a day? What do you think of this carnivore style of eating? I'll see you in the next video.